So I just want to say, starting this video right now, that talking into a camera in a room all alone is probably one of the weirdest things in the world. I literally have been here for the last probably 30 minutes just trying to get myself convinced to hit record. Feels really weird to start. Retaken about 1 million of these just to make it seem less awkward, but still feels a little weird. Still feels a little weird for sure. But I'm here to continue to press through, get through some of that awkwardness, get through some of this struggle, try to figure out this whole videoing, vlogging aspect, to kind of share some of my journey along the way. As some of you know, when Amanda and myself, my wife and myself, and 3 kids, we were living in northern Idaho in Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, Washington area, and about a year ago we decided to change things up a little bit and relocated to Wamego, Kansas, which is right outside of Manhattan, Kansas. And so we did that about a year ago, and before that, when we were in Idaho, I had started getting back into my photography and started actually running it as a side hustle, doing a few shoots here and there for friends and acquaintances, and started to see a little bit of traction happening. So I thought, well, maybe this is something I could actually turn into something legitimate and actually start my own company with, and maybe I could someday replace my whole entire income, you know, and take this on full time, and which just sounds like a dream. Sounds amazing. Over this last year, obviously getting down here to Kansas, in this last year I thought, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna go legitimate down in Kansas, start an LLC at least, and really start booking clients, start really making some money on the side and everything. And one thing, for whatever reason, I didn't actually take into account is I don't know a lot of people in Kansas. Born and raised in Idaho, have a little bit of a small group down here that I do know, but nothing substantial, right, to go out and start making a living per se on it, or really start making a lot of, you know, side money on it. So it's kind of starting all over and trying to figure out, how do I go about this? How do I market myself in a new area? I've, you know, in the last year I've joined some photography groups here locally. We've met some amazing people. I have had the pleasure of shooting a few families and capturing some moments around Christmas time. I've gotten into a little bit of real estate photography for one agency here locally, and so I've had some traction over this last year. I did officially launch the LLC in October, and which is probably the worst time in the world to ever launch a company, unless it's like a Christmas company of some sort. But we did. We went for it. We launched it. Talked to the wife about it. Did a little bit more investing as far as like upgrading a computer system and getting a different lens for some particular shoots and stuff, but nothing over the top and nothing crazy. As far as video stuff goes and starting this, you know, I'm starting with a 16 to 35 millimeter lens and a 6D Mark II Canon body. So really a lot of this is just to talk through and kind of some accountability. So as I started doing some shoots for some people, again, really sparking that interest, really making me go, okay, this is something I actually want to do for myself, and, you know, turn it into more. So after launching the LLC, then obviously the winter hit, and there wasn't a lot going on in Kansas in the winter time, unfortunately, and a lot of limited spots to go shoot if you're shooting outdoors. I don't have a studio set up. I'm kind of starting to kind of get one set up inside my home, but just not there yet. So anyways, long story short, we moved to Kansas. That put a kind of a kink in it as far as the network goes. So we got down here, and like I said, I got to do a few shoots for some people, and those went really, really well. And the images turned out well. People were happy. Clients were happy. Got into that little bit of real estate photography. Clients were happy on that as well. And then I really wanted to take it the next step, right? But I would actually talk myself out of going further. I kept talking myself into, I need to do more research, I need to watch more videos, I need to do this, I need to do that. Came up with about every excuse there possibly was. Even to the point of social media, right, of what I would post up on social media you know, you put a quick little blurb and some photos up and expect to get, you know, people just rolling into you or something like that. But I didn't have very many followers either, so it kind of poses a little bit of a problem. So I've kind of decided to start these videos and start kind of this series of videos of just me starting out. I know there's a lot of photographers out there, even in the smaller town that I'm in the surrounding area, there's a lot of photographers, and the people that I have met have been absolutely wonderful, and you know, everybody kind of collaborates, which is pretty cool too. But I just want to start showing kind of from the beginning, and if this all works out in the end, these are going to be great videos to go back to someday, just to watch of where I started. And I hope that that can inspire some other people as well, that sometimes you just got to jump off and you just got to do it, right? So I started writing a little bit of what I want to talk about. I started writing goals on, you know, another page here of stuff to talk about and everything, but a lot of it is just trying and failing some more. So like I said, I've done this video already about 1 million different times, well, at least for the last, you know, 30 minutes or so prior to starting this one, and all of them have been deleted, right? So getting comfortable in front of the camera is kind of the name of the game right now. I'm just starting out, just talking. Nothing exciting, you know. I don't have cool B-roll, I don't have this cool intro. It's just me talking, and hopefully as I go along, and as my business grows, then I can kind of share those successes and you can kind of see that progress happening over the course of time. But I just thought it'd be awesome just to start something like this. I see a lot of people talking about how to be successful, how to make 6 figures, how to run wedding photography really well, how to do portrait photography very well. But I don't see a lot of just, in a sense, documentary on their own of, you know, from starting to just kind of progressively going through everything. So hoping this takes off. This is me, you know, jumping in and saying, hey, I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. And we'll see where it goes from there.